There's green lines blinking on my screen now.
That scene I just posted was what was reminded of when we both said half out.
Okay, for some reason it's not letting me drag your guys' characters into the map.
Of course I speak with my mic off. Where's the map at?
I
I
can't
haven't
get
got
your
one.
guys' characters onto it. I don't know why.
Try
Our
go.
characters are non-cooperative.
Is it the one that's untitled with a stop sign over it?
How can you see that?
I'm still GM.
That answers that. I will not answer that because okay, yeah, it is, but do me a favor, don't go to it.
I'm not going to it till you put the players on there, but you have to tell me because it doesn't move me. But if you open our character sheets and drag from our portrait, then it'll put it. It should put it on there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and it wouldn't let me. I had to reopen 20, and now it's letting me.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are two mercenaries for hire, so to speak, from a elven city, and there is a main bulletin in the middle of the city with a bunch of jobs on it. One day during inspecting this board, a priest came up to you and through a few threatening terms convinced you guys to go down into a crypt to take care of goblin forces that have invaded.
What's he paying us?
You're not getting paid at all. He basically told you that if you don't do it, he'll just have you arrested.
Who's his
We
deity?
check on that to see if he actually has any kind of authority to have this, or if he's just BSing us.
What's that?
Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Do what?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, someone had asked something. I was asking who said what.
asking if there was a way we could tell if he actually had authority to arrest us, or was just BSing to get us to do what he wanted.
Roll insight. He seemed to be of an authority of some things. Enough to arrest you, you don't know.
Who's his deity?
Whose deity?
The priest?
Roll religion.
$17.
You can't really tell, but for the most part, it seems to be of a good-ish nature.
Okay then.
Did we just happen to be at the board at the same time when this guy walked up then?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Joe.
I'm Keelan.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure, though. Seems our fortunes are a bit crossed at the moment.
I see that.
Still, I'm up for ridding the world of a few goblins.
Why not?
So, after about a week's travel, you guys finally manage to find the crypt. And the door is not supposed to be opened, yet it is. The overgrown moss on it has been there for many years. This crypt hasn't been opened until recently for a long time, probably since it was made.
The door itself was recently. We check to see if it's just probably these goblins we've heard about, or if something else is floating around too. Maybe other adventures that went in ahead of us,
Roll survival.
or before us.
It was opened by something. It looked like it was by medium-sized hands.
Well, not much I can tell about this door here.
It's a door.
Do you guys go in the door?
Yes.
Alright. Upon entering, there is a 20-foot, I wouldn't say drop, but a steep incline with old, deteriorated versions of what could have once been stairs. And that is where you guys are at on the map right now. The hall leads down about 20 or so feet before it seems to open up into a room.
I'm gonna be hyper alert, checking for like any traps. Side note, looking for any valuables or things to grab on the way through.
At this point, it's just a cave going down into a room.
Oh, okay.
You guys should have free range to move your tokens.
Any way to check how sturdy these stairs might be before we step on them?
Roll investigation.
Ugh.
They seem to work pretty well.
Who wants to go first?
I will step gingerly onto the first stair, just kind of testing it to see if it's holding the weight or if it starts to crawl, try to jump back.
It seems to hold your weight pretty well.
so far so good. I'll continue down the stairs.
Alright, about how far do you say you were
Well, I definitely want to at least be one stair ahead of Joe here, so we're not on the same step sharing the weight.
Are you going 2 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet?
I'll cautiously make my way all the way down the stairs.
Alright, roll acrobatics. As you move down and step on the last step, it sinks into the ground, but nothing seems to happen.
Just freeze and go into crouch, ready for any possible.
You are currently standing on the steps still, and it is still currently pushed down into the ground.
I'm going to walk down the stairs.
I check and see if there's any like slots or holes, places where traps might go at me before I take my weight off this step.
Go ahead and roll another investigation. Do it at disadvantage, because you said you were crouching down, right?
Yeah.
Nothing really seems to be of trap nature.
Well, you might want to be ready. Nothing happened when the step went down. Makes me worry what's going to happen when it comes back up.
Okay.
I will gingerly take my weight off and step down to the floor.
Right, as soon as you do, Joe, roll acrobatics. Oh boy. And as you take your foot off, Joe is gone. Trap door underneath her flings up, she falls straight down.
Oh,
Easily a 15 to 20 foot drop.
Diabolical. Ah!
That's 5 points of damage.
Jesus!
Does she have like a torch or something down there? Does it just seem like kind of a pit? Or
It's just a straight down pit.
okay. Well, I do have rope, so I can lower down.
Alright, Joe, make a strength check at advantage. After about 2 or 3 minutes, you guys manage to just get her out of the hole. And as soon as you turn the corner, two goblins swing at you with their short swords. Both of you roll initiative.
Wait, why did I go first? I'm the squishy one.
Okay. Does a 7 or a 17 hit?
Ooh.
7's a miss, 17 does hit.
You take 3 points of slashing damage. And it is now your turn.
Okay. Is it safe to say now if I move one square down, I'll still be within their melee range, so I won't take any attacks of opportunity?
No, you would not.
Okay, and are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm going.
about 7 or 8 feet. It's an awkward thing. They're they'd be just barely within 5 feet of each other.
Okay. I'll use my cantier on the guy on the right. Cast Green Flame Blade. I never figured out how to get the spells to actually be castable from the character sheet.
You click on the word after you gray the pencil.
Yeah,
Where's the pencil to gray?
top left.
Under your name.
Oh, okay, that's much better. So it's like an edit mode, and now it's like I'm finished with it now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right. Oh. Right.
Is that it?
Okay, so that guy that I attacked on the right takes 2 piercing damage, and green fire leaps from him to do 4 fire damage to the other goblin.
Alright, is that all you're doing?
Um, about all I can do, I think. Well, actually, if I still have a chance, I'll use my bonus action.
Go for it.
Alright, I will cast text on the goblin to the left. So basically, I should have done that at the beginning, but you know. I forgot.
Yeah. Joe, it's your turn.
I'm going to come down here and hit the guy on the right with my maul.
Alright, go for it. And that does not hit.
It was just a warm-up hit.
This is all you're doing?
Yeah.
Alright. The goblin on the right is going to swing for Joe. That probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
Alright, now the goblin on the left is going to swing for Co. That probably hits.
Yes, it hits.
So glad it was not natural.
You take 1 damage.
Oh,
Oh!
it got me!
Oh! I think I got a paper cut.
Good thing I'm not rolling natural 20s like I was last Friday.
Oh, jeez. And I will, on a reaction, cast Hellish Rebuke on the guy who stabbed me.
Go for it.
Oh, he needs to, it should say Dex save, not Strength save. I'll fix that.
And that's a fail, so as soon as he swings at you, all you do is point your finger at him, and he instantly drops dead.
Boom goes the dynamite. Okay.
Alright, it's your turn.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I will make another green flame blade attack at this guy. Uh, 23 for a whole 1 damage. And I'll have moved. Actually, I moved my hex to him as well, so I should do an extra d6 of damage.
It said 4 damage, I think. So you have to roll for it. I'm not sure.
I think it's a 1d. It just says extra 1d6 of damage, and I keep forgetting to. I'm still learning the spell, but I can also choose a characteristic, and they have disadvantage on that particular save until the hex is gone. So he's gonna be failing his Dex saving throws or disadvantage on that for now. And
Alright, go ahead and roll your 1d6.
Rehull damage. Boom.
Alright, Joe, you're up.
I'm going to... Let's see here. I guess I'll attack with the maul again.
Alright, both of you roll perception checks. Actually, what's your passive perception?
And that's just 10 plus your wisdom mod?
Yeah.
Even if you're proficient in perception as an active skill.
You would add your... It would be 10 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Right, my passive is 13.
Mine's 14.
Alright. As Joe goes to hit him, another goblin comes up behind Co and slices him with his dagger.
Yep, that'll do
dear
it.
God. You're about to die.
Yeah.
4 damage. And the first one, 8 damage.
Wait, what?
8 total damage.
You rolled a d4 and a d6?
He did.
Okay, then I'm down.
Joe, you're a paladin, right?
Yes.
Okay. You successfully killed the one to your right. So now the only one that's left is the one next to Co. Well, behind him, rather.
Does lay on hands bring somebody back from unconsciousness?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And I think it takes your action.
How much do you get on your health pool?
I think you start at 5 at level 1? Yeah, it's your paladin level times 5.
I cast lay on hands.
You don't have to use all 5 ones. But you can if you want.
Well, if I don't use all 5, you're dead again.
True. Okay, I'm back up.
Alright. Is that all you're doing, Joe?
I guess I'll take my movement to over here. And that's all I'll do.
Alright, so you're up.
Okay, can I have... Well, probably... Yeah, once I went conscious, I suppose I lost my hex, so I can't move it to the back. Okay, I guess I'll do a green flame blade attack here. Oh!
Sweet.
He is so dead, it's not even funny.
Glad I made that choice.
Yeah, that's good timing. Alright.
Well, seeing as this is a one-shot and we won't be revisiting this, you guys could have befriended that one.
But he just killed somebody.
Could have befriended him?
Yeah, you could have had him on your side. Anyway, initiative's out. You guys are free to do as you please.
Not a chance. That's not how you make friends. Stab people in the back.
He was a goblin rogue.
After I realized after that, go the d6 sneak attack damage. Well,
All right, what would you
Can I
guys
take a
do?
moment and look around the room and see if there's anything interesting to note or perceive?
Go for it.
Same here. What are
Is
these
that a
things?
perception check?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
There's some pretty cool looking rocks. Joe, you find a gold ring with red, seemingly liquid inlays. It's weird because as you move it around, the liquid seems to stay put, but when you hold it in place, the liquid moves around inside the ring.
That is cool.
Oh, what have you got there?
Some kind of ring. It's got a liquid in it. I put it on.
Maybe before you put it on, I could do an arcana just to see if it looks cursed, magical, or maybe too late.
Do you put it on or do you give it to him for an arcana check?
I give it to him for an arcana check.
Oh, come on!
And
That's
then
a
I put
pretty-
it on.
That's a pretty cool looking ring. Joe, as soon as you put it on, everything goes black. And you see her vanish.
Ah! Hello? Can you hear me?
I can't see!
You can hear him.
I hear you, where are you?
Do it. Same place I was. You vanished.
No, you vanished! And
Can I, like, reach out and see if she's standing there invisibly or if she's gone?
Reaching her, you cannot feel her presence.
I take the ring off.
And everything goes back to normal. You're standing there holding the ring, looking very shocked. Vision is back to normal, and you can see her.
With this new information, can I study a little more to see if I've ever heard of such a thing?
Go. Make another arcana.
Oh my god, I cannot win. I rolled my one crit for the week.
This is a pretty creepy looking ring, but at the same time, it's pretty cool.
Can I do some sort of check to see if I know anything about it?
No.
No.
There's nothing you'd be able to roll that's
No
even
his.
somewhat. It's nothing history related. It's a common magical item. Well, uncommon.
I put it in my bag. Carefully, wrapped up in a little handkerchief.
Alright, you guys are free to move as you please.
I know we just started, but maybe we could think about, like, a short rest or something?
Yeah, that would probably be nice.
You guys would not be able to take a short rest. You're in the enemy's lair.
I think we should not take a short rest. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Whatever. Which way are we going?
Well, I can't really see the next squares below me, and since I'm kind of low and also a
Joe.
ranged guy...
With your perception, you found a hidden passage. It is off to the right. So your little white square is in between those two coffins. There is a secret passage in there.
Let's
Can
go.
we search the coffins?
You can certainly try.
Just another perception, or just throw them open? Or...
That would be 4 strength checks. It's 1 for each coffin.
I'll do these two. You do those two.
Can I check? Just well, I'm not a rogue, but I don't know if I can still check to see that they look trapped, obviously, or anything.
You could roll a survival check.
Because I really want to survive opening these coffins.
Joe.
Oh!
Joe
Suck it!
manages. Oh, good God. Alright. There are 2 sets of goblin paths going south, along with bigger paths that you're not quite sure what it is. And then there are medium-sized, like, in-betweens going down there as well.
In the coffin?
No, down, straight down. into that next corridor.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys can't see that.
That was to check the coffins for traps.
Down into there. And what was to check coffins for traps?
But that's what I'd originally wanted to do, prompting the roll.
Roll two sharp checks. Joe, with that, you manage to grab, standing in the middle, you grab one with each hand and just flip them up over you, like they're paper. That was a strength saving throw, not a strength check.
Yeah, I just realized that after I,
And that's with a natural 20. Oh dear God. You rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Yeah, I mean, technically I clicked the wrong button, but it's the exact same roll.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I don't have any
All right,
proficiency or anything.
Lifting them with one finger, obviously
Oh,
trying to outdo Joe, easily take him off. I'm just taking the saving throw because it's the same thing.
Okay, awesome. Ah! You know, the only one who can lift a lid off a box.
All 4 of these coffins contain a skeleton. Each of them have really ornate armor on. Each of them seeming to have different ranks. Both of you roll history checks.
I know nothing.
Same here.
He knows even less. They're some kind of guards. You can tell by their helmets, the more bronze feathers that are coming off of them are the higher ranks, and these all seem to be lower ranked individuals.
Okay, any sort of like weapons or trinkets or anything on them besides the armor?
Or
Just-
coins.
Just basics.
Coins.
Nothing really too high in value.
Maybe a set of gambling dice if these are soldiers?
Nothing.
Oh!
It's armor, and each of them have one long sword laid across long ways on their body, holding the handle. It's a very formal burial.
Okay. Well, I'm not for disturbing the dead here, especially knowing sorts of things that happen when you do that in crypts.
I pray
about you?
for them.
Alright, you guys have 2 options. There's the secret pathway that Joe found, or you can go south into that next hallway.
I like secrets. Let's go this way.
Agreed. Oh!
Joe,
Yes.
as soon as you step there, roll acrobatics.
Oh no!
Why is it always rolling a 2?
Just like the first time, another trapdoor flings open. This one nowhere near as far down, but it hurts your ankles quite a bit.
I'm getting tired of these traps.
Is it deep enough to need the rope, or is she able to clamber out on her own?
She'd still have to roll a strength check, but the DC is pretty low. It's not that deep.
Does a 16 do it for you?
Yeah, you easily get out.
Watch out, there's a hole there.
Yeah, I'd like to somehow step around. Is there a way to step around it, or I just need to jump across?
You can step around it.
Okay, I'll do that. I can't really see here, so I'm just gonna move my figure down. Yeah, I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I went off that. Sorry.
This one is the hole.
I mean, I'm assuming I somehow clamber around.
You can put your character on. where the hole is without falling against the hole.
Got it.
Alright. Joe, as you get to the end of the hallway, similar to where you entered, you can see the same kind of mirage of a stone.
Okay, first I kind of stick my finger through it, and then I step through.
Alright.
Left or right?
Is there a way we could try to, like, can I try to be somewhat stealthier? I'm not proficient, but can I still stealth something I can still try to roll to...
You guys can both freely roll stealth checks. Joe, I want you to roll perception.
Stealth ain't happening.
Yeah, nowhere near half.
Looks like that was taken with disadvantage, though. There's a dot that says disadvantage, but it didn't roll 2d20s in the... Oh, yeah, it
Yeah, I
did.
think she has disadvantage because of her armor.
Oh, armor, of course, I'm sorry.
With that, coming from the left side of the hallway, you guys hear voices, not in languages that you understand, but they seem to be getting closer and closer.
Okay, so just as a side note, I speak Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Primordial, and Infernal.
Yeah, no.
Just one, sure.
And I speak... Where is it? Common, Elvish, Dwarven, Draconic, and Giant.
Yeah, nothing.
Guess
Right,
we could
you guys
step back
wish to
through the
go
door.
left or right?
If they're coming from the left, I think we'd be better off going to the right.
Or do you want to step through the door, try and take them by surprise path?
Yeah,
The little secret door there.
yeah, do that.
Alright. After about 2 minutes of waiting, you guys see two goblins and a bugbear pass the mirage, seemingly not paying any attention to it at all, and go into the room.
Really wishing I hadn't burned my hall spell slots. Well, should we follow, try and get the jump on them? Rather stumble across them and have them stumble across us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Joe, as soon as you enter the room, you see a figure in the middle of the room, dressed in dark black clothes, with seemingly humanoid skulls hanging off the side of a belt. He is in a long black robe with a black hood, and has a staff with a gemmed skull on top of it.
I say hello.
Give me 1 second.
Bugbear, two goblins, and a caster. I think this is gonna be pretty tough. OOC.
Yeah, especially with me rolling all them 2s and nat 1s.
Yeah, between that fact that I don't have any spell slots left, this would be a perfect time to use them.
As you say hello, he turns around and you don't see a face, but in place you see dark tendrils coming out of his face and red, blood red eyes. No mouth. You, inside of your mind, hear screeching. I need you both to roll initiative.
Ah,
Sitting at the
my
drop on 'em.
brain!
Uh-oh. So I guess our stealthiness wasn't enough to get a surprise round in on him.
My stealth of 1.
True.
Since they're screeching in my mind, I'm going to rather loudly say, "What beautiful eyes you have!"
And with that, Korvac goes first.
Can I roll to see if I recognize what sort of creature he is real quick? Just a moment of perceiving him for the first time.
Go for it.
Are we talking Arcana or something else?
You can choose between Arcana and History.
Oh my gosh, I can't roll anything tonight.
He looks creepy.
Okay, well, that was helpful.
I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws. Josh, you make it. Joe, you do not. As you hear the screeching subside, he points his finger at you in a small little crackling of red light flies towards you guys and lands right in the middle. Ignore that. You take... Oh my god, Jesus. 2 fire damage. Josh, you take 1 fire damage.
Okay.
With that, he is going to move... Go ahead. Joe.
I guess I will...
Just as a note, you guys do not see the bugbear or the goblins in this room.
Take that as a piece of good luck there.
But we know they're in there, though.
Possibly, or maybe the hall goes elsewhere. There's another hidden door.
Timora, guide my hit.
Dang.
That hits. With 1 hit, slam right into the side of his head. Seemingly unaffected by it.
How dare you? But...
Is that all?
Yes.
CO, you're up.
Okay, I'm assuming are these squares 5-foot squares?
Yep.
Okay.
As usual.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just have to be sure. I'm gonna move up here, right there, and just launch off an Eldritch Blast at this guy. Oh no!
Hit. Doesn't really seem to do much. As you turn the corner, you hear a roaring come off from the right side of the room, the southern right corner.
Oh, glad I went north. So, did I basically just use my Eldritch Blast to, like, flick his nose? Or what would have been his nose?
More or less. He didn't really seem affected by it. And it is now his turn. Let's see. Joe.
Yes.
Nine doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Alright. It is now your turn.
I'm going to... Well, I guess the only thing I can do is keep attacking.
Go for it. That does not hit. Is that all you're doing?
I'm going to hold my holy symbol of Timora up and pray to it while I'm waiting.
Alright. CO, you're up.
Okay, scoot up there and another Eldritch Blast, I guess, to see if I can get anything in on it.
That hits. Once again, doesn't really seem to do much, but it does find target.
Okay.
Is that all you're doing?
Oh, for now, yeah.
Okay. Joe, again.
Timora, let this hit do damage.
No, you're not up. He was hitting you.
Oh, no, in the crit! No.
Wasted at natural 20. Oh, man.
Korvac
Does
is a
19
total
hit?
douche.
Does the 19 hit, Joe?
Yes.
Alright, you guys see a spiritual skeleton hand come up and basically suck the life out of him. Let me check the damage on this again. In passive perceptions were 14 and 11, correct?
14 and 13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. What you do?
The attack I tried.
That doesn't count. And that does not hit. Is that all you're doing?
I'm still praying to Timora to help us.
Alright. CO, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move there and Eldritch Blast this guy again.
Same thing that happened. It hits him and doesn't really seem to damage.
Oh my goodness.
Is that all you're doing?
Ow.
Alright. CO. He is going to chill touch you. Natural 20 hit.
Is that within reach for Chill Touch, or? I guess it doesn't matter, you can move anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
gonna go down.
chill touch is 120 feet.
Oh, okay.
is 7 points of necrotic.
And I'm back to my familiar place on the floor.
Oh dear God. Alright. Uh, Joan, at the beginning of your round, you guys hear screeching coming from the southern side of the cavern. Looking behind your back to see what it was, you see two goblins laying in the middle of the floor, seemingly dead. They're not twitching at all. There is a bugbear right in the middle of them that is looking beyond rough. You have no clue what could have done this.
Well, whatever could have happened?
Yeah.
My turn, right?
Correct.
Guide my strike.
Just barely swings wide. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
CO, death already on it, and that's a success. Cormac. He is going to attempt to move away from Joe, so you are going to get a attack of opportunity.
I am.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack.
Nice.
How do you want to do this?
Jump up and spin around, bringing my maul to the side of his head and pushing him down to the floor.
And with that, he is picked.
You want to see what I was typing while I was waiting for my turn?
Go for it. Alright, Joe, you're up. There are two dead goblins laying back there, and one really hurt bugbear.
I'm going to walk over to the bugbear. I lost count.
You can move one. Yep, there you go.
And I guess attack, since I'm sure it doesn't understand common.
Go for it. That hits. What was rough before is now barely clinging on to life. CO, death saving throw. And with that, you are stabilized and up at 1 hit point.
Sweet!
I'll take the 20 when it counts.
Alright. Joe, the bugbear is going to swing at you. Nope, it completely misses. Joe, you're up.
It's too weak. I'm going to say surrender, or I'm bringing my maul down. As I'm standing holding it above me.
So you're not going to hit him?
I said surrender first. I'm going to give it a chance to surrender.
Alright. Theo, you're up.
over, shake me, and Eldritch Blast the bugbear.
And with that, the bug goes from right in front of Joe and gets flinged all the way back to the wall in the room and slams into it. Bugbear's dead. And that's initiative done.
Oy. 0. Can we loot the bodies?
Go for it. Both you make investigation checks.
Back to my 1s and 2s.
Oh my goodness, in here.
You guys find a staff that was once where you guys find a staff about 10 gold pieces on what was the mage. No longer. His body is not there. Clothes are. Weapon is. No body. On the goblins, you find about 5 or 6 copper pieces. And on the bugbear, you find maybe 10 silver.
Can I check that staff out some more, like Arcana, see if there's any enchantments to it?
Go for it.
Are these more tombs?
Yeah.
Do they have writing on them?
Quantum roll my keister.
It's a
I never
pretty
roll.
creepy looking staff. What do you want to do, Jeff?
Is there any writing on the tombs?
What languages do you guys read?
Common, Common, Elven, Dwarvish, Draconic, and Giant.
And I'm, besides Common and Elven, half Sylvan, Mordual, and Infernal.
There seems to be some writing, nothing that you can really make out.
Can we look in the tombs?
You can make strength checks to try and open them, to look in them. Which one are you trying to open, Joe?
The one in front of me?
You get it to move a little bit, but it doesn't really want to budge.
He dropped.
Gosh, I'm rolling an actual d20 and I'm rolling just as low as I am on this app. This roll 20 thing. I guess taking a swing at pushing the chest open here.
Which one did you try to open in their coffins?
The coffin, yeah, the one right in front of me before was that. I got a 2.
Yeah, it's not budging.
I'm going to set my maul down, rub my hands together, and try again.
Can I assist her in that one?
Alright, make a strength check.
Nope, no assistance needed.
You just fling it open. What once was an embarrassing moment fueled the energy into getting this one open. You see similar attire, similar sword, but the helmet, instead of having 1 bronze feather, has 12.
Anything else of interest in here?
You find in the one that Joe opens, a amulet that looks like a goldish color, has a green gem in the middle of
Do you want to see if that has magical powers?
Yeah, I can always roll the dice and see if I think it's a pretty amulet like I think all the other things are. Hey, there we go.
it. This is a amulet of invisibility.
Ooh, nice. Does that work as soon as you put it on, or is that something like you have to it just holds a charge of invisibility spell?
I don't know.
Kind of 18.
It looks like it's been around for a while.
Oh no, I mean it's like is it like you put it on and you disappear like the One Ring in Lord of the Rings, or you just use it to cast the spell invisibility on yourself?
There's multiple uses.
Oh, nice. Might not be a bad way to finish exploring this crypt area since we were.
It has 4 charges, and once per long rest, you roll 1d4, and it gains that many charges. If you use the very last charge, you roll 1d20, and anything below a 10, it destroys it backwards.
Good to know. And I've set the staff like in a loop up my backpack or something. I have no idea what it does, but we'll take it for further inspection later.
I put the lid back on.
Should we see if there's more crypts to be cleared of goblinoids? Since we can't really take a short rest, so just gonna have to try and coast along with 1 HP. I hope get lucky.
Yeah, I got 3 HP.
So is that the only crypt that you guys are going to check out?
I mean, I guess if I can take another try at the other one, or maybe let Joe open it up.
Joe can try.
Can I provide this? Oh, I forgot. In my Dungeoneer's pack, there's a crowbar which gives advantage on strength checks, which I hand to Joe.
Joe, you managed to barely get it open with help of the crowbar. Inside, you find 2 rings. One is a red iron type, and it has silver inlays with a blue gem on top, and the other one is just a silver ring.
Okay, I'll try to arcana those as well, see if I can discern anything about them.
I hand
You
you
need
the
to roll
one.
separately.
Alright, roll 2 arcana checks. The silver ring is just a basic silver ring. It's worth about 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
It's elegant silver ring, to say the least. The red one, on the other hand, is a ring of communication.
I want to keep that one.
You do not find the pairing.
Maybe we'll find it later.
It's something you can. I don't know. I don't really. I'm guessing. Yeah, probably just keep it in your pack for now and see what we find later.
Yeah.
Right, do you guys wish to check anything else?
I guess we've got those other 4 tombs, so there might be something in there.
Alright, roll 4 strength checks. If one of you is helping the other one, one person rolls at advantage.
assisting Joe most mightily.
There's an 18 for this one.
Alright, roll another. You do manage to get it open. Inside, you find another one of the communication rings.
I hand it
There you
to
go.
I hand it to Killen,
Well, thank you.
and I put mine on.
So communication ring, just kind of what it sounds like. Communicate.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll slip this one on for now.
Alright, do you guys wish to check the other three?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and roll 2 strength checks. You find another communication ring.
Holy cow.
We'll put that in our bag.
Party loot.
Yeah.
This one's not budging.
Okay then.
Can I Eldritch blast the top of it off?
You can certainly try. And with that, the top of it is blown away, and on top of completely destroying the top of it, 90% of the coffin surrounding is blown to smithereens. The skeleton is thrown against the pillar in the bottom left corner. Most of the armor is now dented up and damaged beyond repair. The sword flies right past Joe's head, and whatever's in there is now destroyed.
Oh, it's just a little bit of a one.
I pick him up and pick up the skeleton and put him back right there.
Sorry about that,
You
lad.
successfully do it with both of his feet falling off in the process.
I pick them up and put them with him. How about we refrain from Eldritch blasting?
Yeah, I think I'll leave the coffins to you. But
Alright, go ahead and roll 2 more strength checks. And you also get this one open, finding another communication ring.
Party loots.
I drew up all of the loot for this before I knew who was playing, so I tried to make sure that if everyone was here, everyone got a ring of communication. So each of the stone ones held a ring of communication, and one of the gold ones held a ring of communication. The one at the bottom left corner was destroyed, to say the least, by CO.
Okay, well, we'll hold on to these communication rings in case we find other friends to join us.
So you guys each have
Yeah.
one, and then you have 2 spares.
And we're both wearing them.
where's it?
Do what?
Guess we'll see what else is in this dungeon, or if it just all led to this area. Oh, okay. We like rolling for perception occasionally to check for more.
More?
pitfalls, but I guess we're okay.
No, actually, you're not okay. I was too busy fixing the lighting so you guys can see. Joe, once you got to where CO was, bottom left corner of that room, roll an acrobatics check.
Oh god, my favorite. It wasn't a 2!
Guess who fell in another trapdoor? This one is very deep.
Uh-oh.
Joe, how much health do you have left?
3. Can I do a dexterity check to try to grab the side or something?
Go for it.
Can I, like, react and try to help her? Oh, maybe she's got it.
You fall straight down into the pit.
Damn it. I'm going to cross my arms and pout for a minute.
Okay.
Joe is
Before I
unconscious
die.
in the bottom of a 30-foot pit.
Is there something I could anchor a rope to and climb down? I've got 50-foot length of rope.
You can certainly try.
Anything jump out at me? Handy wall sconce or anything? Or is it pretty much just those coffins in the other room?
Roll survival.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
Don't know if that bodes well.
Some spots that you think could be okay to tie a rope down to.
Alright, I'll pick one of those spots and tie it on there. And then before I climb down, I'm just gonna like tug on it with everything I have to see if I can get it loose.
Alright. As you tug on it, it seems to hold your weight pretty good.
Okay, I'll start trying to climb down into this pit.
DM, you are evil.
Alright, go for it. Roll athletics.
Oops, I have no idea why it rolled twice.
Well, even with an 11, you easily get down there.
Okay, can I somehow try to stabilize Joe? I don't have any
You
potions or anything.
can roll a medicine check.
Oh boy.
Nothing really seems to work. Joe, roll 2 death saving throws.
Gee, what fun. How does a 23 treat you?
Oh, it was a 2
Not
and
like a natural 20 would.
yeah, 2 and an 18. All I can think
Theo,
to do
you
is
can now make another medicine check. Alright. It seems to help, but she's still on the bridge of... She's on the bridge of coming to consciousness.
okay.
Joe, roll another death saving throw. Joe is just barely stabilized enough to be breathing again. She is not currently awake. And if you wanted to get her out of this pit, you would have to make an ungodly strength check.
Yeah, I'm not even could get myself out of this pit, let alone someone unconscious in full armor.
The thought that just
Does a potion of healing magically appear in my pocket because someone recognizes this party's in trouble?
Nothing. The pit is big enough for both of you to squished together fit down there.
I will try to climb back out and I guess just look in these tombs and hope there's some sort of healing something in them.
Go for it. Roll a strength. Roll another strength check.
No! Dang it.
Well, luckily enough, it was a strength check at advantage, and the DC was only 5. so
Oh,
the and you just barely managed to pull yourself out before the torch that you tied the rope to bursts off the wall, falls straight down into the hole.
okay. Fortunately, not a lit torch, right?
No, but you now have no rope to get down into the hole, and the torch that you tied it onto is down there with Joe.
It better not be burning my hair.
No, it's not. But the rope that he used to get down and get back up is now there with you.
I was kidding.
I will try to. In the meantime, we're waiting for Joe to wake up. I'll try to get into this coffin above me.
Don't
Joe,
Eldritch
roll
Blast.
d4.
Or better yet,
Okay.
if it's-
Go ahead. Crowbar, correct?
I'm sorry.
You have a crowbar, correct? It helps you
Yeah,
with your
yep.
strength. All right. For every coffin that you want to open, make 2 strength checks.
I was going to ask, actually, now that we've cleared this place out, does it still count as an enemy lair, or could I just take a short rest while I'm waiting for Joe to come to?
You could just take. Yeah, you could.
Okay, I'll do that.
Is
and,
that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do that and spend a hit die.
All right. Nearing the end of your short rest, you hear Joe freaking out, to say least, trying to remember what happened. Joe, all you remember is weight and in a huge hole.
You broke up all except for in a huge hole.
Essentially screaming for no clue what happened, except for you were falling.
Okay.
You don't remember dying. You just remember falling and waking up.
Look, you're doing okay down there, Joe.
No!
You're falling in a hole.
Again?
Yeah, again.
You're going first next time!
You've got me rope down there with you. You'll have to throw it back out if you want me to tie it off somewhere.
Oh, Jesus, how do I... Oh, can I tie it to a javelin and throw it at a rock over this direction?
Yeah.
Guide my javelin, Timora. God damn it.
That javelin goes straight up and falls straight back down. Lands right in front of you, just barely grazing your forehead.
I pick it up and try again.
It goes straight up.
I think we're losing you a little bit.
The javelin is now stuck in the ceiling straight above her.
Can I reach it from where I'm at here? Or at least the rope?
No. The ceiling is at least 15 feet high. You
Can
could roll
I-
a dexterity check if you really wanted to.
I was going to say, if it's attached to the rope and the rope's just dangling, can I at least reach the rope?
Yeah, you can reach the rope. But to reach
No.
the javelin, you'd have to make a dexterity check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the rope and just kind of try and tug it out of the ceiling.
Right? Make a strength check.
I'm going to push myself up against the wall as hard as I can, making myself small.
That
Oh!
javelin is going nowhere.
Well, it seems pretty tight. You might be able to climb up off it. It looks like you got it in the ceiling real tight. I tugged as hard as I can, couldn't get it loose. You may want to give it a tug though, just to make sure. I'm not very brawny.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to keep holding the rope, and I'm going to tug on it to try to get it loose.
Okay, sounds good. Grab the rope again. With a lot of slack.
That javelin's going nowhere.
So I'm going to start climbing up the rope.
Alright, make a strength check.
Ah, Jesus.
There you go.
And you successfully make it up and out of the pit.
Da 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 da.
Just so you know, if I had rolled less than 50 on that 100, you would have fallen right back down after getting just near the top.
I gathered. Can I try to tug again to get my javelin back?
No, here. Let me. And I Eldritch Blast it.
No! Hold off on those!
I've got it. And I'll just knock it down for you. Grab the rope.
No!
That is now collapsed.
What's that?
Once a rugged dug out by hand, the whole thing is now collapsed.
Well, I still have 4 more javelins.
That spell hits harder than I'm used to.
What happened to the rope?
The rope was never retrieved.
Bloody hell, my rope.
I mean, did it turn into powder?
The entire cavern is now filled with rubble. It would take probably the next week to clear it all out.
I was
you two there.
I was just filling in the pit so no one could fall in it again.
Why can't
safe
you
now.
hit that
And
hard
that's
when we're fighting?
that's with you guys doing non-stop work practically all day. You wouldn't be able to stay out in time.
Say we just peek into these tombs and head out. It looks like we've taken care of it for that snotty little priest.
Can I take a short rest in case I fall down another hole?
Go for it.
Yeah, during the short rest time she's resting, I'll be trying to open these tombs.
Alright, make for each one you want to open, make a strength advantage. To roll less in the top right of your character sheet, there's advantage and disadvantage. If you click advantage, it'll automatically roll everything at advantage.
Okay.
And that first is not one either.
What's that?
The first and second one that you try to open don't move at all. That being the top.
Okay, well,
Got
after
80.
my rest, I'm going to try to open some of these tombs.
One right below you opens, and it's a person similar to what anything else in these tombs was wearing, but with about 5 feathers.
5 what?
5 of the bronze feathers on the helmet. It's a ranking system for these, what once were guards.
Any other gears of some sort in there? Or is it just the standard sword armor thing?
You do find 3 gold.
Da 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 da. Hashtag pocket.
I take 1 gold and give you the other 2.
You're resting right now, right?
I already
But I will let you
rested.
open the rest of these.
Huh?
Looks
You're
like
resting while he's going around opening all these.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's like an hour of a short rest, but considering how much difficulty I'm having with them, I think I'll just leave them to you. Since the Eldritch Blast thing doesn't work out very well.
So I'm just going to sit over here up against the wall and laugh at you while you're doing that and not getting very many open.
Alright, you have 4 more.
Just because I'm stubborn, I'm gonna open the next one. Ha! It didn't open.
Go for it. It's a lot.
Yeah, pretty much.
You do open the one at the top left, and as soon as you make a... Actually, acrobatics. That was with advantage. Take the advantage.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. As soon as you open it, the skeleton of the skull pops up, and you see a sword go for you, but it missed and jump back. Roll initiative.
Am I still resting or am I in the initiative?
You see this going on, but you're still technically resting.
You got it, buddy.
You can break your rest to join me.
It's just a bag of bones that I can take in. It's only got 3 feathers. It'll be that good. Though he is slightly quicker than I am. I think he'd have to roll with disadvantage. He's probably stiff from lying in that tomb for however many decades or centuries.
With that, he pops out of the... why is it not letting me move his token over? Alright, he is going to swing at you with his short sword. That does not hit. It is your turn.
I'm going to use my shiny ability called Fake Presence. Which means this skeleton has to make a DC 14 Wisdom save, or he's going to be frightened or charmed by me, whichever I choose.
Yeah, have him open the tombs if he charms you.
That was the thought. Is he now charmed?
He is.
Alright, I ask him, I'm like, oh, hello, friend, I know you've been in here for a while. I hate to bother you, me old buddy, me old pal. Do you mind terribly popping open these tombs here, just to make sure your other fellows are doing okay?
It tilts its head, and you see jaw movement, but all you hear is clattering, and it moves to the one in the bottom left corner and attempts to... Holy crap!
Spend those crits now.
It flips it open like it's nothing, and there's nothing in it at all. There's no skeleton, there's no armor, no sword, no ring, no gold, nothing.
Oh no!
It moves over to the one in the bottom right. The right one in the bottom left corner. And as it attempts to pull it open, it rips its arms off. It no longer has arms. The arms have fallen limp onto the ground.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right. Did that? Well, probably didn't hurt. But no. Do you mind just walking up that tunnel to the north? There, right in the center of the room. Might feel a bit better up there.
It begins to walk towards the hallway. Safely makes it up.
Okay.
And
Now I
it
don't
just
know.
keeps going because you didn't tell it to stop.
Okay. Well, it does. The effect does end. It's only a level 1 ability, so it ends after the end of my next turn from when that occurred. So I don't know how that's going to fall since.
Well, the skeleton is now gone.
He's done. Okay, that works too. I will take his discarded right arm and put it in my pack. Something of a souvenir.
You have the right arm of a human. It's
Makes a
just
good
gone.
luck special.
You should put that back in his grave. Let him get some semblance of rest since you charmed him into running away.
Well, I mean, he did. You know, if they popped off, he's not going to miss them. If I put just the one in there, would you think that would do the trick?
Maybe.
Okay, I put the left arm back in its grave.
Am I still resting?
At this point, your rest would be done.
Okay, so I come over here and pray over the arm. Tybor, admit your child into heaven.
Right, there are still 4 coffins that can be opened by.
Are we sure it's such a good idea to continue opening these?
I don't know that it is. I haven't found too much of interest, but it would be good to get a little more experience. You know, put down the restless dead and on their way across the barrier, as what you priests call it.
You mean the door or passageway you just had them go through?
Well, that's more of a literal representation of it, but if they're restless, they need to be put to rest, right? And if they're wakeful and dangerous, then someone else could get hurt.
So I'll open this one.
Alright, roll strength check.
I will prepare an Eldritch Blast for the eventuality that a skeleton pops out animated. Every
You
time
open
she
it
goes
up,
to open.
and similar to the one that the skeleton opened, there's nothing in there.
So I'm going to try to open the one that the skeleton lost his arms on.
Alright, that would be the one below you.
Does a 17 work for you?
It does. And just like the one above you and the one that the skeleton did manage to open, there's nothing in it. All 4 on the left side had nothing in it except for the one the skeleton was in. And the one that the skeleton was in just had the skeleton in it.
So which 2 are left?
That would be the one in the top left of the right side and the bottom left of the right side.
Going for the top one first.
You'll have that Eldritch Blast prepared.
It's not opening.
Oh, take my crowbar. Use advantage.
Roll another strength check. Still not opening.
I'm going to work on the one on the bottom.
Not budging. Definitely not budging.
Well, I tried. Let's go.
I take out the hammer from my adventurer's pack or dungeoneer's pack, and I just kind of just ever so slightly tap on the top, almost like I'm knocking on a door. Hello, any restless dead in there? Scratch twice for yes. And then I listen to hear if there's any scratching.
Which one are you doing that? The one on top or the one on the bottom?
Both, but we'll start with the one on top.
You don't really hear anything out of the one on top.
Okay, what about the bottom?
You hear panicked scratching.
Did he scratch twice?
No.
I'm going to try to open that one again.
You begin to hear screaming.
I'm going to
Oh.
definitely open it, thinking somebody's been locked in there. Fucker.
You're not opening it.
Come over here and help me open this.
All right, I'll take a swing at it too, a metaphorical swing. As I try to open it. Can I have that crowbar back?
I hand it to you.
Oh,
Together, we got an 18 and a 19.
And with that, you lift it open, and there is a blank stone bottom with nothing in there. You notice that the stone bottom is a different one than the other 7 that are in here.
is it like a false bottom?
You can roll investigation to see.
I think it might be like something of a trap door. We should try and see if there's a switch somewhere.
I start helping look for a switch.
If you're looking for a switch, roll perception. If you're looking to see if it's a false bottom or a trap door, roll investigation.
Okay, 22 looking for a switch.
You do find a small button on the back left of it, and the bottom does appear to be some form of a tray.
I push the button and step back a little.
As soon as you push the button, the bottom of it turns over, and on the opposite side, you see a small female. Tied up.
I help her out and untie her.
Got the dagger, so I'll cut her binds loose.
It is a small female dwarf. As soon as you uncut her vines, she gets out of there and books it for the entrance.
Wait, there might be traps! Is she still running?
She's taking off.
Well, at least we freed her.
I hope she finds where she needs to be.
Can I try to knock out the bottom of this trapdoor thing to see if there's whatever space she was in, if there's an actual tunnel down or?
Go for it. Make a strength check. So how this works is you push the button, and as it begins to swing over, you put the crowbar in between where it would swing over, like as it's moving, and the wall of it, and looking straight down, there is a drop that goes on for quite a ways.
I'm not going down there.
Can I drop a lit torch down there to see how far down it goes?
Go for it.
I do so.
I've fallen in enough holes.
As it falls, it just keeps going and going and going.
Whoever tied her up in the bottom of that was a total dick.
I agree.
I just shout down there, "Hello!"
It echoes for quite a while.
Let's leave.
I agree. Let's see if we can catch up with that dwarven lass.
After you.
I confidently stride through the hallway, knowing my skeleton buddy didn't trap any trapdoors.
The skeleton did not. The dwarf did not. As you get in the middle, roll an acrobatics check.
This middle here?
Yep.
The skeleton and the dwarf, neither of them tripped a trap.
You guys should both be able to see what the dwarf rolled, natural 16. The skeleton, I rolled privately, and it got a natural 20. You jump right past it as it begins to fall open. Joe, seeing this, you are just humiliated.
Why?
Well, I mean, you've
Oh,
fallen down
yeah.
3 of them. He just jumped
But watch
right
out, it's
past
another
you.
trap door. Is this one really deep or is it shallow?
This one's really deep.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to avoid going down that hole.
Okay. So you guys successfully make it out of the dungeon, and um, upon exiting, you guys. What's the marching order here?
I don't know anymore.
Which one of you is going up first?
Yeah, maybe I'm better at range. So, but I'm happy to perceive for any possible trapdoors before you move forward if you want me to. Even though we came through this hall on the way in, but I guess we're outside.
Yeah, and this is the first place I fell into a hole. I made it!
Joe, as soon as you get out there, your skeleton buddy is back, seemingly with both of its arms again, even though you've seen him lose both of them down in the crypt.
Hello, friend. I'm glad you got some new arms.
Does a 3 hits.
Oh yeah, that hits. No.
Alright, both of you roll initiative.
Aw, but we love you. Oh, Geo. I rolled a 16.
Joe, you're up.
I'm going to swing at it with my maul to put it to rest.
Go for it. That hits. CO, you're up.
He's not in Discord right now.
Oh, I thought he rejoined.
He said it froze.
Yeah, I thought he had closed it and rejoined. That's not. Okay, the skeleton is going to swing for you.
That
That is a
doesn't hit.
4 hit.
No.
Alright, you're up.
I'm going to swing at him again. That misses, and I'm going to pray to Timora.
Okay.
There we go. Finally back.
I pick up as many bones as I can and kind of just toss them into the tomb door.
Okay. So over the course of the next week, you guys can go ahead and add a long rest because you'll have to run every night to make it to the city without exhaustion. You guys managed to make it back to the city, and the poster that was on the board for this is no longer there, and the mission is complete.
Did we see any sign of the dwarven lady before when we got out, or?
You can roll a survival check.
I mean, I assume she's going back to the city. Anyways,
Just gone.
Okay then. I give you a high five.
So, what do you guys wish to accomplish once you're back at the city?
We tell the priest we did his thingy and go look for another job? Right?
Actually, moreover, I'm gonna when we go find the priest, I'm actually gonna slap that skeleton arm down on his desk.
Okay.
Good job done, priesty.
He asks you for proof.
For proof of what?
He asks for proof,
Of completing it, yes.
and the skeleton arm didn't do it for him.
It's a skeleton.
I suggest to Joe that she allow him to put on that special ring with red liquid inside.
Yeah. I'm going to hand it to him for a second.
And I'd like to tell him that that actually is a ring of a memory recall, and it will show the journey that we took through the tomb.
He looks at you like you're retarded.
I don't
He
get to
knows
roll
what
a
the ring-
deception or anything?
You can certainly try, but he knows what the ring is.
Oh, he knows what it is? Well, then that's his proof, right?
That is not his proof. He explains to you that it is a cursed ring of invisibility, and that anyone can pick one of those.
I'm gonna put it back in my bag and say, listen here, sir. I died twice. I fell in a hole 3 times, and I'm telling you, we finished this damn quest you sent us on for absolutely no pay.
I hate to remind you, but this here's a paladin. They're not known for their lies.
You see a small trickle to go down his left leg.
Now, next time you want us to do something, you better pay us, 'cause this ain't happening again. And I turn to walk out.
You see him scramble for a small wooden box in the left corner of the room. He pulls out 50 gold pieces and urges you to take them.
Alright.
There, see, that wasn't so hard. You just need to ask nicely and give us a little bit of pay. That's what we do.
I give you 25 of them.
Well, thank you kindly.
Splitting everything in half. I could use a meal.
Should go find a place to sell that silver ring off, too. Get a little extra coin.
Yeah.
The elegant silver one that's worth 100 GPs.
Where would we go about doing that?
There are a number of general stores in the town.
Let's go to one of those then.
Agreed.
Alright, you guys go to one of the stores, And the ring, he offers, you are offered 30 gold pieces for the ring.
I don't.
Now, this is no plain metal sword band. Look at the scrolling. It's elegant. I don't think we could expect anything less than at least 80 gold for it.
He asks for 75.
What do you think, Joel?
I'm up for it if you are. It's your loot.
Done.
Alright, go ahead and add 75 gold to your inventory and get that ring out of there.
So 37.5 for each of us to split that in half.
Just say 38 for both of you.
Why, thank you.
We shared the blood and sweat. Might as well share the gold too.
Is that all you guys wish to sell him?
We could try to sell him the ring of invisibility.
Yeah, but as a paladin who has disadvantage on stealth rolls, I mean, whatever. How much would you give for the ring of invisibility, merchant?
He looks at the ring and puts it on the table and goes to the back of the room. After about 15 minutes of waiting, he comes back out with a small wooden box and puts it on the table.
Okay.
I hope there's something in the box.
He offers you the box, tells you to not open it until you're outside, and leave the ring here.
Crap.
I think I would also like to insight that.
He seems to want to pay for it.
What's in the
I mean-
box?
You don't know.
Can you give us a hint?
I pick up the box and shake it a little bit.
Don't really hear anything in the box.
You're trying to pull a scam here. This box is empty.
He takes the box from your hands, walks back to the room. After about 10 minutes, walks back out, gives you your neck. The whole time, he doesn't say a word.
One for the talking with ya. You're not interested at all then?
I'm kind of curious about
There's
what's...
just a disgust look on his face.
Well, you can't be been out of shape here. You tried to give us an empty box for a magical ring.
He goes back and grabs the box. Once again, this time make you guys wait roughly 5 to 30 minutes. Comes back in with the box, opens it, and there's roughly 200 gold in there.
I didn't hear 200 gold clinking out there when I shook it.
It's all packed in there as stiff as possible. If you were to shake that around, nothing's happening. You could tilt it upside down
Sure.
with it open and nothing's falling out.
What you think? 200?
Well, it's worth a lot more than that, but I do want to get rid of it. I don't have the time to go find a better deal elsewhere, so I'm willing to get to it.
Alright. That's 100 each.
He takes half of the gold out the box and puts it on the table.
He offered us the box, though.
Offered. You guys declined that offer.
No, we didn't.
Well, it's true, we did try to just haggle a bit more. We never outright declined it.
He just took the box back before we could say yes or no.
He looks at you guys with a "What are you still doing here?" look, and says, "Well, do you want the 100 gold for it or not?"
Look, friend, we don't mean to be a pain. We've just got back from a pretty tough quest. This is just one of the bits and loots we got from it. But, you know, it's got to be several hundred, but if you put another 25 down at that bar, I think we might take that deal.
He puts 5 more down and spits on all of it.
Not sure I like his attitude. Do you think we should just go and try and sell it anywhere? I know there's several general stores that be happy to put this stock in their wares for people to purchase.
Yeah, I believe that would be a better choice.
Last chance, fella. 130 gold, or we take it to one of your competitors.
He picks his hand up and points one finger in the air, and you see a guard that you didn't notice in the corner before become visible and escort you guys outside.
I shout on the way out, "You're lost!"
Still going.
Alright,
As
another general store?
as you get to the door, the guard picks you both up and throws you out. Literally thrown.
People are jerks in this town. What the crap?
I say, may Timora bless your business with less fortune than a cobbler.
So do you guys wish to go to other stores then?
Yes.
So were you about to explain why people were jerks in this town?
It's the owner of that store, the guy that you tried to haggle, is not a big price negotiator and takes anything other than what he offered, if it's lower, offensive.
Not a good attitude for business, but yeah, let's try and find another store. What was the name of the one we were just at?
Let me check notes. That was Goratin's Goods.
I don't think I want to go there ever again. What's the
Yeah,
next
agreed.
shop? What's the next shop?
Is there some passerby around that we can talk to?
I certainly try. Roll a charisma check.
Villager, for lack of a better term.
Who wants to roll the charisma?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. So I've got a new headset and the buttons are kind of weird. It's really easy to hit the mute and everything. So, did you hear my question if there are like any villagers we can talk to walking around?
Roll charisma.
Just straight charisma?
Straight charisma.
Are you kidding me?
You sit in the middle of the street, and as people are walking by, you approach them, and it's like, kind of like when you're in a mall, and you're walking past them boots that try to sell everything to you in the middle of the hallway the entire time, and you're just walking past them, and they're sitting there poking at you, keep trying to get your attention, and you just completely ignore them, and it's really awkward. you're that person that's poking at everyone.
No! I have a freaking +4 modifier to my charisma. That's my main stat, and I rolled that. Anyway, I guess we can try and find another store. Then I was going to try and get a better idea from somebody why he was such a tool and who the best store to go to would be.
The next closest store would be Jargon's Goods. No. I have goods in my mind because of Gorton's. Oh, God. Jeez, I really should have looked through all this more. Jargon's Perfumes. That's what it was.
Alright, should we give that one a try?
Right. As you enter, there's another dwarf. Gorton was a dwarf, just so you know. There's another dwarf, and he's sitting on a stool with his feet up, leaning back, reading a book.
I'm going to talk to him in Dwarven, saying good day to you, sir.
He perks up, and expecting another dwarf, begins to try to act formal. Realizing it's you, goes back to reading the book and rudely asks you what you want.
We have a ring of invisibility to sell.
Well, let me take a look at it.
Tried to sell it to that fellow over down the way, Gorton. He wasn't much too keen on any sort of negotiations.
I show it to him.
Yeah, my brother's not too big on the negotiations type.
Rough trade to be in then.
After thoroughly inspecting the ring, he does realize it is cursed and offers you 50 gold for it.
Not the cursed one, the regular one.
Oh no, that's what I was trying to sell him. I was trying to sell Gorton the cursed one. I don't think we have a regular ring. We just have that amulet.
Yeah, the regular ring was.
Oh.
I think 50 gold is a good
You
price.
have the ring, or you have the amulet of invisibility, and then the. I think it was 4 rings of community.
Yeah, because the 5th one was destroyed.
Yeah, and
By
then
a freak accident.
You have the cursed invisibility ring.
Okay, so I show him the pendant and say, this one's not cursed.
Well, we can keep the pendant for you if you want. I was just trying to get rid of the cursed one because it doesn't do us any good.
He offers you 500 gold for the pendant.
You want to take that?
Will we do 510 if we throw in the ring?
The cursed ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
You okay with that, Joel?
Perfectly fine.
Done.
Alright, so go ahead and if you're splitting it evenly, each of you mark up 255 gold and get rid of the amulet of invisibility and the ring of invisibility.
Damn it, I hate math.
Is there anything else you want to buy? Or sell?
How much do they charge for the health potions here?
He does not have any potions. To go buy potions, you would have to go to a different store.
Okay. Would the store that sells potions also trade in identifications?
Maybe.
Okay, because I'd like to get this staff identified too, that I took from Kolrov or whatever his name was.
You might want to buy another rope.
Yeah, that's true. How much is he going to ask for another 50-foot length of hempen rope?
He goes to the back, and after about 2 minutes, comes out with 50 feet of rope and just hands it to you. Tells you to be on your
Just. Thank you kindly.
It's because that ring and that necklace, out of character, that ring and that necklace sold together could have easily sold for 700 gold.
We had a good deal there, but can I ask him if he has any health potions before we leave?
He does not.
Well, thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
I just wave on the way out.
I pray to Timora to make his business profitable.
Alright, so you guys are looking for a shop with potions, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and hopefully one that will identify me with the staff, since I can't. Unless I can take another Arcana check at it.
Okay, I am. Yeah, you can do another Arcana check on the staff. And I am going to type the name of this shop because it is a mouthful.
I cannot see. Well, that 15 was the highest roll, and that was just spamming rolls just to see if I could roll something higher than single digits. Wow, sure enough, bit of mouthful indeed.
Yeah. The staff does seem to have a magical nature.
Okay. Is there, if I'm just holding it, is it something like with a short rest you attune to it? Since I had that short rest in the crypt while Joe was coming conscious again.
You could attune to it in a short rest, but you don't know exactly what it does.
Oh, attunement doesn't tell you what it does.
No.
Sounds like I need to talk to Moraldia.
Upon entry, there's a female in the middle of the room, middle-ish right, kind of, at a brewing stand, facing away from you guys, doesn't seem to notice you're here.
I say, good day, lady.
As soon as you do, she jumps 10 feet in the air, and everything she's doing just goes everywhere. Potion ingredients, vials, any pre-made potions that were sitting on the table, all destroyed. She was startled, to say the least.
Oh,
Since as a sage background, my skill, my knowledge base is in alchemy. I'd like to use my experience to help gather and clean up as best I can.
Okay. With that, she would have lost roughly 10 potions of healing and 2 potions of giant strength. You managed to scrounge together enough to save a few of the potions and one of the giant potions.
I'm terribly sorry for startling you. I didn't know you were so focused in your work.
All good. What can I help you with?
We came looking for healing potions.
What adventurers you might see?
I have 15 of those. I would have 20 if it wasn't for our mishap. They're 5 gold each.
I'll take 5 of those.
Alright, mark off 25 gold and take 5 regular gold potions.
Alright. And I also want to show her the staff and see if she's willing to identify this for me. Tell her, I know it's magical, but I just can't seem to pin down what it does.
After spending roughly 10 minutes with it, he comes back with it being a staff of fireballs.
Ooh!
And I'm going to take 5 potions as well.
Alright. Mark 25 gold off, take 5 healing potions.
And I'm going to give her 13 extra gold pieces for startling her and making her spill her work.
She takes it and thanks you kindly. The staff has 6 charges of fireball. You get 1d6 charges per day, and just like the amulet, you roll a d20. If it runs out of charges, anything below a 10, the staff is destroyed.
You said 6 total charges, and then you get 1d6 recharged each day.
Yeah. It can have 6 maximum, uh, and each day it regains 1d6. So if you have 3 charges left and you take a long rest, you can roll a d6, and if you roll a 6, it just gains 3 charges back. It is at full.
Okay, and anything a 9 or lower on a d20 would cause it to be destroyed if its last charge is used?
Yeah.
Joe, do you mind terribly if I take that as a bit of an arcanist myself here?
Go ahead, I can't use it.
And is this a typical level 3 fireball spell that it fires off?
No. Level 3 would be way too overpowered.
So what are the stats on this? I think fireball's typically a level 3 spell, so
Yeah. Normally it's 8d6 fire damage. This is 2d6.
okay. Add that in my sheet here.
Not terribly overpowered, but still good.
20-foot radius still like the other one, or is it?
Yeah, 20 foot.
Awesome, I'll be attuning to that as soon as possible. If it requires it.
It does. You said you have a sage background.
Yes.
Looking around, you see a few other potions, a couple water breathing, couple fire resistance, and 4 potions of giant strength. Are the health potions you wish to buy? And is there anything you wish to sell?
Joe, a couple potions of giant strength there. You might be served by that, especially with that big mole you carry.
Roll. CO, roll a Arcana check.
Oh my god, what the heck?
While you know that they are potions of giant strength, you can't tell which type of giant it is. You do know that they hill giant, frost or stone giant, fire giant, cloud giant, and storm giant.
Excuse me, Madame Meraldia, what manner of giant strength potions are those? My paladin friend here might be interested. I don't know, can't speak for her, but just curious myself too, as an alchemist myself.
I have 2 hill giants, 1 fire giant, and 1 storm giant.
Storm giant, Lord Almighty.
It's not cheap. I'm afraid you will not be able to afford it.
How much is it?
4,000.
I will keep it in mind.
Just so you know, it makes your strength 29.
Permanently?
Temporarily.
I bow with respect in the knowledge that she's capable of brewing such a potent potion.
It lasts until you take a long rest.
Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you for the potions.
Does she have any enchanted items, or just the potions?
Do you ask her if she has enchanted items?
Lady Meraldia, would you have any enchanted armors or weapons, or trinkets to sell?
I do believe I have a wand of magic missile, if you're interested.
Sorry, I muted myself again. It's really easy to hit this button. I need to find a place to hide it.
Oh, good.
So I didn't catch her response, unfortunately.
She has a wand of magic missile.
Oh.
So will that be all then?
Oh, sorry, I was typing. So
Fireball staff does require it.
does okay, and the only enchanted item she has currently is the wand of magic missile.
Correct.
And how much are you asking for that wand?
300 gold.
I shall keep that in mind, but for now, I think I've got this staff to get used to.
All right. Will that be all?
That's it for me.
Me too.
All right. With that, you guys leave, and over the course of the next day, is there anything you wish to accomplish?
Well, I'll definitely attune to that staff.
And I might get some dinner at some point.
Maybe check the job board, see if there's anything posted.
I'm up for it.
You guys find 3 jobs that are within your skill parameters. There is a goblin encampment northeast of the city. There is a orc invasion in a city south of here. And there is reports of ghouls taking over a soldier camp to the west.
Anything strike your eye there?
I say we go help defend the city first.
That seems noble and probably pays fairly well. Do the jobs say how much they pay?
Yes, the ghouls at the soldier camp is 400 gold. Protecting the city earns a title and owning a portion of the city. And the goblins entitles 50.
Shall we go smite some orcs down then?
Let's go!
Cue travel montage.
Okay, it takes about 3 days to get to the outskirts of the city. One night, the very first night, while checking your equipment, making sure you have anything or everything you need, you guys both find 2 potions of healing that you did not buy in your pockets.
Oh. Also, oh, he thinks we need more potions. FML. Oh, did he able to tell me whether the staff was fully charged, or should I start rolling for charges?
The staff is not charged.
Okay.
The one charge, the very first thing that the mage used was the very last charge.
Well, thank goodness it didn't break.
Yeah. I rolled a 10, so...
Alright, well, assuming I wasn't able to roll for charges in this city once I was attuned to it, I'll definitely roll for charges on a trip.
Alright, go for it. Two
3
charges.
times?
You would get 2 chances to charge it.
Hey, there we go, full up.
Oh. Arriving at the edge of the city, the walls are completely broken down, and you hear screaming of children and women, and just utter chaos throughout the city. And it is being burned down. And that's where we'll leave.
No!
Cliffhanger.
Out of character, the 2 potions were given to you by Alia, because Joe gave her that 13 gold.
Nice.
That woman is so sweet. The only nice person in that town.
She was a half-elf.
She's totally into me.
I pat you on the head.
All right.
Alright, any questions?
Are we level 19 yet?
Uh, no, but oh, I'm debating. See, I don't know who's all coming next week, so I would put you guys at level 2 if I knew no one else was coming. But for now, just mark up 300, or not 300, 150 experience points.
Okay. Darn it. Level 1 characters are so boring. They're just all vanilla. Start to get into the actual cool stuff about the classes at level 2 and beyond.
Alright, so Big said that his computer broke, so I will assume he won't be here next week. Or
Major bummer.
Tuesday's game either. Same with. Jesus, you gotta be kidding me. Chances are we're not gonna be playing Tuesday either, Joe.
Seriously?
Yeah. Kath is out in the middle of nowhere and has no Wi-Fi. Three Man's house is getting,
Terminated?
yeah, for termites. And Big's computer just took it out.